So, what are some of the most effective strategies you've seen with independent artists that are trying to grow their fan base? I know there's some forward thinkers out there. Do you have any examples of that?
I think a lot of things that I think right now that are important for new artists is um, just the cadence of putting out music. There are some advantages to putting out music more frequently. There's definitely some older legacy artists that have a hard time getting past the idea of you make an album. And
Mm-hmm.
and so, you know, every single is its own separate thing and every album it's its own thing. And now we live in a world where music is like a continuum. So obviously every song to a creator is important, and every album and every piece of art and every photograph is important, and that should be respected. But music's really become a continuum. So having a long-term release strategy plan. And I think that's being adopted by a lot of, you look at artists like Riley Green and Luke Combs and Hardy, Ella Langley, all on like Megan Maroney on major labels who have typically been in a system where, single album, promote it. And now it's like every week they're doing a collaboration with one of their friends, and they're not worried about, it's just like music is flowing. I'm a creator.
Yeah.
I put out music. Just think about creating good music, getting it out there, and then finding your opportunities, like have your music be discovered by people and just sort of take the heat, where it is. But I think,
Right.
what's free for developing artists, the ability to tell your story in a relevant way.
Mm-hmm.
Utilizing, if you want to do the TikTok thing, do the TikTok thing, but don't feel like you have to copy everybody, forge your own path, do content that is relatable for you, that you feel good about doing. Utilize YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
and develop a great relationship with a small group of fans that are all potential advocates for you.
Right.
I always say, look through it this lens of like, you ultimately want to have fans from the beginning that want to come see you live because of the experience and who you are. Like, I think the worst thing to be is that guy, you don't want to be that guy that sings that song. I mean, having a hit is great, but
Yeah.
regardless of what, there's a lot of great artists in Texas that do that, of like, yeah, everyone's excited about their new song or their new album, but all these people have bought into that artist and their lifestyle and the music they play and how it makes them feel, and years of going to shows, and they're always making new music.
Right.
I think for a new artist to put themselves in that position, and play the long game with that is a very good strategy to have.